Hi there, Chris with BuckStik, and today we're going to go over glands. We're going to go over as quick as I can and explain what I can about our glands. Every BuckStik, ripstick that we sell always comes with the 1, 2, and 3 glands. Number 1 is preorbital, number 2 is forehead, and number 3 is interdigital. Always comes with that set of glands. Everything we do starts there. Those are the basic glands for communication. And, one thing we always tell our people and tell everybody is that these are 100% pure. These glands are so pure that so very little is needed. It's not like applying urine applications or you're putting out attractants. These are glands. It's a whole different ballgame. So, as little as possible. And, all the instructions will tell you how many sprays. This year, one of our big things for this year is every BuckStik and ripstick has a vine. And now, intertwined with that vine, because they love to push back and they love to use these grapevines as a communication tool. So one thing that we did do this year is we added a piece of rope. It's actually coconut fiber rope, and it's intertwined within the actual vine. What's that do? It makes it a scent wick. It holds their glands, and it actually holds our glands even better. So, that basically covers everything. This is a small refresh kit. And then also we have our large refresh kit. Now, one thing too, if you use your glands right, this small refresh is enough for 2 seasons, for sure. Don't overdo it with the glands. That's the biggest thing that I can tell you as far as any of this process goes. Don't overspray them, and they're 100% pure, and we take a lot of pride in doing this. So, which leads me to my next. So we got our 1, 2s, and 3s right here. Next, a lot of people ask about our number 4s and our number 5s. Our number 4 gland is 90% buck tarsal and 10% buck urine. And what that does is it's the urine is there for one reason, and that's how they get it to the ground. It's natural, and that's exactly how they do it. So everything that we do, we're replicating what the deer do, and that's why we mix it with the 10%. These are the beads, number 4 buck tarsal beads. Now, how do you use these and when do you use them? The best time to use them would be mid-October. Start throwing, 8 beads or 8 to 10 beads in your mock scrapes. That's the best way to use these. Or throw them in their scrapes. Doesn't have to be a mock scrape. It could be their scrapes too. So they really just start annihilating the scrapes once you start dropping these in. And you do it, maybe once a week or so. It doesn't have to be too often as far as refreshing the beads, because the nice thing about it is the beads keep and hold that gland scent and will remain there. So, and we also have the number 4s in a spray as well. So you can get it in a spray or the beads, whichever you like to use. So our next one will be our number 5 beads. Number 5 is doe tarsal, November doe tarsal, with 10% doe and heat. And, we make the beads mainly for our rut sticks, because the rut sticks are made to hold the beads and the scent permeates through the holders that we actually put on the rut sticks. You can use these, throw them in a scrape if you want. It would work really well. But the thing I like to do, and the whole trick about doe tarsal and doe urine, is we want to get it off the ground, but we don't want to get it too high off the ground because it makes no sense. Therefore, that's why we have rut sticks. You know, it keeps it about 20, 22 inches where does are starting to mark and they'll squat. You know, a lot of times they're going to be marking brush and things like that. And that's why we have the rut sticks. And one thing with our rut sticks, every rut stick comes with spray, doe tarsal spray. So you can use this like when you have your rut stick, you spray your rut stick a couple of times, then you got your beads in there, so you got plenty of scent on that. This allows you to go and hit some of the other surrounding brush, you know, in and around your set. And what that's doing is you're telling everything right there that you have a hot doe. I mean, that's exactly what this is saying. Because, you know, okay, we've seen the urine and we understand urine, but what's really telling those deer the doe's ready and she's marking and she's squat marking, it's the tarsal that's within that urine. So 90% November doe tarsal, 10% doe and heat. Now you got something. Now you're really talking to them. So these are great. Our number 4s and number 5s are great. You're only going to want them from mid-October on. And throughout the rut, these are great. Number 4s and number 5s are perfect. Another thing it brings me to is our pine and our cedar pitch. With our rip sticks and our rut stick, or not rut sticks, but our rip sticks and our buck sticks, you know, we found out that a lot of the communication, you'll see them, they're always hitting the pine trees or the cedar trees. And, you know, I personally believe that sap in those trees has a lot to do with that communication. So what we went ahead and did was we developed a way that captures 100% pure cedar sap or 100% pure pine sap. And basically, it's like a chapstick. You open it up, you run it down your BuckStik, or you run it across your ripstick, and you're adding the sap that I believe has a lot to do with communication. Now, will a BuckStik work without it? Yes. Will a ripstick work without it? Yes. But if you want to take it to the next level, 100%, and this was not easy to do, but these are great. 100% pure cedar sap, 100% pure pine sap. Very good stuff. So I really wanted to keep this short and sweet. That's about BuckStik glands. They're 100% pure, and you know, we take a lot of pride in bringing these products to you guys. So please don't hesitate to call us or contact us if you have any questions. Thank you very much, and thank you for choosing BuckStik.